Choose your fighter.
Oh my lord. We'll turn it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. What's going on? I'm here. We're going to talk about Borvo. He did so good. I'm so proud of my boy. He's such a good boy. We went to Lexi. We did well. I think it's about time to give Borvo a little bit of love. Or maybe a lot. What do we want to call this deck? Borvo? Just be boring about it. Boring, though. Alright, that's it. We're sticking with that. We're sticking with that. Glad you're here, Zorby. Hope you have a good time. Even though you're going to leave me in just a little bit to play Armories. How's the music? I'm trying to balance this. It's like never loud enough for me when I go back and look at the vids. We're going to start here. We obviously have to start with Anothos. Anothos is good. Greater Fist. Great. This has been seeing a lot of play. A lot of play. I do like this card a lot. I think it's pretty good. Allows you to just have the fridge that you need to be able to either fatigue or make a good pivot play. You need to keep your 3 cards. It's whatever, you know. That's what I'm doing. Tech plating. I mean, that's usually the go-to, but I'm going to hold off on that for a little bit because I have an idea. Well, I guess Kel has an idea and has rubbed off on me a little bit. But obviously, if we're running the Buckler, we're going to play the Fist, right? And I think it might be okay to run this little thing here. I think it's very good in certain matchups. And I'll explain why. Alright, so let's start with the stock. Obviously, we got to play the big boy himself, right? Got to play the hairy-chested man. One of the best cards ever, right? As long as you can pull the crush off. Otherwise, it's just like okay, right? But there's a reason we're not talking about this tech plating yet. And the reason is Tunic. Okay, what if we just play Tunic in every single variation of this list, right? Like, What good is tech plating? Yeah, it's 3 health, but like, do you really need it? Do you? I'm not so sure. So, with Tunic, and you're playing all of these crazy good Guardian cards that cost 7, you'll more consistently be able to say, here's 3 of my cards, or 2 of my cards in this case. Use Tunic counter, 2 blues, play the thing that I put in Arsenal, right? You just take the game a little bit slower, and I think that's what some of the Bravos were doing in Birmingham. I took a little bit of inspiration from that, right? I know at least on one of the stream games, that was 100% happening. We saw a Tunic player with Steel Braid and Titan's Fist, and they did pretty well. Pretty well. Obviously, we got to do Spinal Crush. Any of these on-demand hits that request cards out of your opponent, that's always what you want to be doing with Bravo, because our rate is inherently trash. But when we get the cards out of our opponent's hands, it's worth it. It's fine. And then second cycle, that's when your hero power actually matters, right? So we're going to stay. Starstruck new include anybody and everybody who follows Bravo knows who and what this is. Card is so good. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I'll read it for you. Crush is when it deals 4 or more damage, just like any other Crush effect. The only attacks that they may play or activate, that includes weapons, during their turn are attacks with base power greater than the damage dealt this way. So let me put it in simple terms, right? If you crush minimum, which is 4, they cannot play a snatch or a scar for a scar or anything of that nature. Card's very good. Then the second ability on that is also good. They just throws a bone, you know? So Unity, when you block with this card and another card from hand, so the plethora of 3 blocks that we have, right? We're going to get a free Seismic Surge. Who needs tech plating when you just get free Seismic Surges, right? Right? But anyway. Good card, nonetheless. On hit's great. It's another 7. That Tunic's looking pretty good here, right? Okay. What is next? Well, we got to look at the blues. Deck is built on the blues. We need at least 39 blues, in my opinion. So, auto includes very easy deck building choices here. You just put the poppers in there, make your Dromai matchup free. A good Dromai will wreck your day, so don't think it's free. You actually got to play with at least 3 Embrace Cells colliding into each other at some point. Now, you can make some dumb plays. Most of the time, you're going to be okay. So we're playing all the poppers here. We got 2 8s. Oldham has this beat there, right? He gets to play the 6 for 8s on the Glacial. Gets 1 added, and we got the Thunderquake there too, so we're going to have 3 total. This is something that people are starting to cut, and I can see why. If you're wanting to play Bundles, Fighting Spirit, you can play the blue ones here. And in a meta where we're dominated by Lexi, and they're saying, hey, here's a 1 for 5, right? You can give that card, if you are behind, your plan is to, you can get that card in one of your mini 3 blocks, and then you get to gain your life back, so it's like an effective 6 block, but you're stopping the on-hit anyway, and you're making that life gap smaller, right? So, can definitely appreciate that. What's up, Paneros? I appreciate the sub. We're getting there. We're going to get that goal before we know it. Okay, so we got 3 subs. For whatever reason, it is not updating. I don't know why. That's weird. Let me do a new goal. I don't want to make everybody think that you didn't do something great. All right. Sub goal. I mean, I like the new music. I made this playlist earlier, and if it's not loud enough, also tell me. If it's too loud, same thing. You know, I just love this like lo-fi old school music. This is Donkey Kong Country lo-fi by OSRS Beats. God, I love this stuff. So good. Okay, back on track. So we're playing Showtime. Obviously, this card's great. So we got Showtime. Everybody knows what this is. You search a card for a Guardian attack. We got many good ones to choose from nowadays. Shuffle your deck, start your turn, you get to draw a card, right? All good stuff. Let's see. feel like I missed something on this page. Probably not. Tear Asunder. Obviously, very good card too, with Titan's Fist or Anathos, doesn't matter. Just key disruption. Any blue that allows you to have disruption as well, I mean, that sign me up, right? Great, great card. Alright, let me find my list over here. We are playing Rouse the Ancients. Another very good blue. Helps us push a little bit of damage here. This is a 2-block. That's its only downside. Everything else is fantastic about it. +7 go again. Make Anathos great. So 3-card 13. Actually, it's 4-card 13, but you get the free arsenal, right? So you can arsenal like your red disruptive card that you play. You don't have... When you have Tectonic Blading, you can use the extra card to make a surge and set up another blade too for your follow-up turn. If you know what your pit stack is, it's always great. What's up, Rab? It's Borvo time. You already know it. All right. So, Warmonger. This is a new one. This card has been very good. Very good. Okay. So, new card for those of you who haven't been following the meta the last 2 weeks. It is, at first, we thought was a ultimate pit fight card. Like, whatever. We'll see. Like, card, it's fine. 0, blue, 3-block. Seems okay, right? Starting with your hero to your left. So this is why it's EPF, right? So, can't do nothing. I know. Oh, man, that's an inside joke. I can go over that. But go over to the Card Guys Discord, and you can get all the inside jokes. It's crazy. But anyway, so starting with your hero to the left, each hero chooses War or Peace, okay? If they choose War, the only actions they may play or activate during the next turn are weapon and attack actions. If they choose Peace, they can only play actions, or the only actions they may play or activate during their turn are non-weapon, non-attack actions, okay? So, the reason this is good... Music is distracting me. One moment. Turn down just a little bit. Okay, so the reason it's good, right, is against Rangers and Runeblades specifically, those are decks that are very, very reliant on their non-attacks. So Azalea, any of the Runeblades, they want to play their non-attacks into their attacks, right, so they can turn on their Rosetta Thorn. Azalea wants to go pump, pump, pump. Here's big dominate arrow, right? Like big dumb arrow. Against Lexi, if they have a face down card and that card is not an arrow, or they have already used their Snapdragon Scalers and it's face down, you play this card. All they're doing is firing that arrow, or literally doing nothing. And if they name Peace, you know you basically just time walk them, right? So you name War, you're not actually going to be dominating your hero because it does affect that. So late game, you won't be able to go like Bravo into like big dumb attack, right? Like it's fine. It's worth it. Trust me. Good card. Good card. Against Dromai, if you ask Nathan, it literally just makes him do nothing. Can't do anything, right? Can't do nothing. That's the inside joke. But yeah, good card. Doesn't turn on Anathos, but luckily in a lot of matchups we're actually going to be playing the Titan's Fist, right? Okay, blues. So we are missing Unmovable. This is just a very solid blue. It's always going to be able to turn on your hammer, right? It's good in a variety of matchups. It's pretty good into Lexi, believe it or not, too. You know, just 2-card block 5, like, it's good. It's good. So, the last card that we're going to play is hard to find, and that is because we are going to be playing Rampart in some of these matchups, right? So, we're kind of going old school. We're trying to play a pseudo fatigue match, but it's gonna be a little bit of a mix, right? We're gonna fatigue by pressure and then also by reaction. It just depends on the matchup, right? And how hard they're pressing us. So I'm gonna read. Kel asked Pablo in the main Bravo chat today if he thought 3 more Warmongers was one too many. I like the 3. I like the 3 just because you can consistently find it more reliably, like when you need it, right? So I'm going to stick with 3 personally for now, but I have played 2, and 2 was fine. It's just like if you are playing like a fatigue strategy and you get second cycle, this is going to really help you. Slagmite at home really surprised me. You talking about the Buckler? Yeah, Buckler's good. Like, 3 life is good, right? It's hard to beat 3 life. That's why the Carapace, I don't know if it'll pop up since I'm in the Guardian. But yeah, Carapace being a block 2 and then block 1, like, almost all Briars that I see are playing that card because it's just 3 health, right? Like, it's so good. It's so good. Just any of these, like, start the game with a bunch of health cards are just nuts. Always have been. Okay, so of course we got to play Pummel, right? Like, that's our main source of disruption in a lot of cases. And then CNC, pair that with Tunic, Pummel, Blue. Oh man, your opponent's having a bad day. Other nice thing about Tunic with the Pummel, right, is it's not as face up, so you're not gonna have like a Surge crack. You're going to pitch 2 blues and play a Spinal Crush, have 2 floating, and 1 card in hand. Your opponent's like, okay, yeah, you got a Pummel, right? Like, whatever. But if I do the same play, obviously no Surge, I have a Tunic up, I have 1 card, don't have an Arsenal, my opponent has to actually question whether or not that's going to be a Pummel or not, and whether they want to play with it. So, it's a little bit better there. Let's see, what other cards are we missing? Of course, we got to get the D-Reacts, right? Got to get the Sync Belows. Everybody loves a good Sync Below. And then Fate Foreseen. I was telling a lot of people, too, about Bravo. One thing, once we started cutting things like Fate Foreseen and only leaning on Unmovable, Sync Below, and, like, some big D-Reacts, is the consistency fell down hard, right? And not having Fate Foreseens and, like, a max number of Sync Belows, to me, really hurt the consistency of the deck. And going back to these, I really like it. I really like it. Okay, so find the other cards. Sigils. Sigil is good. Love this card. Always have. Hit or miss on it sometimes, though. It's I have done the 2 of a good amount of times, at least in the last meta. But 3, I think right now is pretty good. The other tech card here, I see a lot of people go between Oasis, Staunch, so like red Staunch, then we got Unmovable. If you're more of a Tectonic deck, I think this is way better, especially for the mirror if you expect a bunch of Bravos. In this case, we are not, so to me it's just better to play Staunch or Oasis. Oasis has a little bit more leniency in some matchups. It's better into Dash. It's better into the matchups you're trying to, like, pseudo-fatigue, right? It just gives you a little more flexibility, especially if you're doing, like, your Rampart stuff. So, we're going to try that out for a little bit. Zealous Belting. So, when you want to be aggressive, you got to be really aggressive. And that's it. That's the deck. So, I think it's pretty good. Just on paper. I haven't played it yet. That's what we're going to do. We got to get some more equipment, of course. So we got to get our Iron Rot. Good breakpoint. It's just the best we got, you know. Can't really do anything other than that. I don't think it's worth running Ironhide because you're not running things like Rampart consistently. Like, yeah, it's okay with Tunic. But just having the 1 breakpoint when you really, really need it is very important, right? Deck name, Boringvo. Boringovo. I should put the O. Boringovo. That's awesome. Y'all thought fatigue was gone with Oldham. It's kind of fatigue, right? But, like, this, I think this is very flexible, to be honest. The only thing, like, main difference between this and Pablo's list is Tunic over Tech Plating. We're going to add some Null Rune, of course. Kind of need that. Can't really get around it. So there's our 11. So that's the whole deck. But with Pablo's list, and let me pull that up. So we have this here. He's running 5 plus 4, right? So we got 2 extra pieces of equipment. And then he's playing 1 less Pummel, 1 more Tech D-React, like costed D-React piece, and then some Choke Slams. And I think Choke Slam is very good with Starstruck. Obviously, it's amazing with Tectonic Plating because you can go like 2 card 8, right? But I'm gonna leave it out for now. So I want the added piece of Norrune and the Rampart tried out. So this will be fun. We'll leave it as is. I'll post this list in the Nightbot at some point, and also on the video description whenever we get to that point. But let's go ahead, refresh, and get a game going. Alright. Disability. We'll just let anybody join who wants to join. We'll talk about like the outs and stuff. Let's see here. So like for instance, if we're playing against something like Dash, you want to be a little more aggressive, you just take out the cards that block, right? You don't need it. Alright, this is one that I'm not super familiar with. I don't see it a whole lot, but obviously we could take out things like Zealous Belting. That's a card that we definitely don't want. Sigil, I don't think we're really trying to do that kind of game plan. Oasis isn't super great. Well, if it would let me click it. Excuse me. Last card, maybe Findle. Don't really need that. I'll just go to the 39. I think that's probably solid. Well, we definitely want the Buckler, I think. Right? We just want to have some options to block when need be. Let's do that. Let's say hello to our friend. And I'm going to submit to that. Alright, don't do me wrong. So they are in Raiden. Warmongers is also a non-attack, right? Ooh, so good against Boltyn. Speaking of Dash, you planning to talk about the new set announced today? I can. Let's do that after this game. I don't want to leave the opponent waiting too much, but yeah, the new set is sweet. I mean, got some Iron Man vibes, right? I know we only have seen like 6 cards, but yeah. Okay, so we got Starstruck here. We could... I don't think we want a Warmongers here because like all they're going to do is go like attack, right? So we could keep this in hand. Maybe set up a pitch stack here. I'm honestly okay just throwing it and getting some cards out of them because worst case they're going to say like here's the thing, charge. Depending on how I block, they get the go again. It's fine. Let's try that. Could be wrong. Probably likely wrong, but that's okay. I gotta get back in the swing of things with Bravo. I haven't played him in a little while. I've been playing too much Oldhim, and then after Oldhim, you know, I played a little bit of Bravo. Wasn't doing super great. Tried Lexi out, and God, Lexi is good. She is so good. All right, so we're getting the resolve. They're probably going to trigger this. So for those of you who don't know, all right, they defend. They can charge their soul, and they'll add 1 additional prevention. So he's kind of effectively blocking for 9, right? If they charge the soul, which I don't know why they wouldn't, right? Okay, definitely doing the soul bond. And we're just in normal matches here. So might not be the most extreme games or anything, but we're just hanging out, right? When are you wanting tech plating now? I know Roger Bodie and some others have talked about cutting it completely. Okay, so we're back to this. Sure, I'll let you have it. Cutting it completely from the decks, just Tunic Bravo. That's kind of what I'm doing now, right? I just want to try it out. I want to see if it like makes a big difference, right? So, okay, as additional cost, we're going to charge. If a yellow card is charged this way, we're going to get +1. Okay, what is the charged card? It's a Banneret. So they have a courage token over here, and that'll give their next attack big boy numbers. So they already want to give it go again. So I'm pretty happy just throwing a couple of cards in front. They're going to give it go again regardless, or not. That's fine. I'm just going to swing back. I was going to use the Fate Foreseen, but okay, nice little 1 for 4. We got some of that. Okay, this is a perfect example here. So I can throw away any of these here. I'll probably be the Warmongers, right? And then we'll have Tunic Crippling Crush. Alright, so they played Prayer of Bologna. Little top card. If it's a yellow card, put it into your hand and try to cure a soul. Alright, so Valiant Thrust. Again, probably go again. I'm gonna let them react. I'm happy keeping this card. Okay, Tunic, Cripple, Daddy time. And we block with Warmongers. It doesn't really do anything in this matchup. Like, it stops Illumina. It's pretty good for that. So if you Soul Read them, then sure. But it's not going to turn on this this Terra Sunder, right? So I kind of want to get that out of that pitch deck if I can. Okay. Got a Spinal here. Yeah, this is just a Dominate Spinal. They likely have a D-React, but I don't need all these cards in my hand. And this also does threaten Pummel here. With the 2. So they might have to think about that. Yeah, so Kel and I were talking about this, and, you know, props to Kel, this is his idea, pretty much. This whole list. The matchups that you want plating, you want Tunic way more, right? So it's good into... Opponent is Undo Happy. That's okay. So I guess they're gonna take... They're gonna take 4? Probably not, right? Yeah, maybe a Sink Below or something like that. But yeah, you want tech into, like, the Mirror, for instance. So you're a little bit softer than that, but whatever. So they are crushed here. Still have a Courage token. I don't know what's going on, to be completely honest, but, I mean, I guess I'll just keep throwing stuff, right? Like, why not? I'm gonna stagger these. I don't want the unmovables right next to each other if I can help it. You know, maybe I can split the hand off, depending. Dominate is... It's fine to push a little bit of damage, maybe. Okay. What is happening? Alright, we gotta take flight. Automatic go again. I'm not gonna... Am I gonna block it? Depending on what they play next, I'm gonna use like Sink Below or something. Okay, so it's Lumina. That makes sense. That makes sense. Now I can go Fate Foreseen, double Lumina. Okay. So here I'm pretty happy stopping a good amount of this Lumina on hit. What will I do for him? I know that's what he meant. Okay, yeah. That's fine. We'll go walk with the boots. Give you a Fate Foreseen. We'll bottom that. We don't need that just yet. Then lastly, I think I'm probably okay throwing this. So we bottomed a Macho, so I actually am not going to do that. We can deny some soul. I'm going to give them both of these cards, I think. And we'll just swing Hammer back. Alright, so we got 2 Luminas out, which is great. Don't have to worry about that anymore. We kept the Soul light, so we don't have to worry about Celestial or anything like that. Is it just me or is the stream skipping a little bit? I hope not. Alright, so we got Prayer of Bologna. They are going to get rid of that, sure. Or they draw a card, right? Reveal draw? Yeah. Valiant Thrust is going to come in for 7. I'm going to give... Actually, it's 9. Yeah, okay, because of the +2. Is there any on-hit to this card? I don't think so. Because of the charge. Yeah, no. I think we just get rid of that. Try to get another D-react or something along those lines. That pummel's fine. Get to arsenal that. I will take the 3. Alright, so there's all our D-reacts. Via the Vanguard. So many times they charge. It's +1 for each charged light card. So we got 1 engulfing lights. That looks like it. I thought I hit pass just now. Oh, okay. So they're gonna give it a go again. Makes sense, makes sense. Let's bottom that guy. Don't necessarily want that. Illuminate for 5. This is if it hits, put it to your soul. I think I'm just going to... Okay, so they give go again, they attack with Raiden, maybe. If we can get CNC, that would be pretty strong. So I'm going to go ahead and buckler. Then sink below here. Get rid of that. Hey, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, this is the go again card. Or draw card, I mean. I'm going to give both the pieces of armor because I just don't want them to get the extra soul, right? We're not going to get rid of any of those because it's fantastic. Yeah, I know I'm kind of missing out on the CNC blow you out damage, but like, rather be safe than sorry. Okay, give you that. Tunic, pummel. Big boy damage. Alright, well, this is a blocking hand. Via the Vanguard, we are getting rid of the Banneret. Getting a quicken token here. I have go again. This guy, I think I'm okay with just giving 2 cards. It's fine. And 3, yep. That makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and arsenal. Probably the cranial. It's probably a misplay to do that because I know I'm probably going to draw another pummel here. I already got rid of a good amount of D-reacts. Got 2 unmovables on the bottom. Taking 1. Them going this low could very well just lose them the game. We haven't seen any soul shields yet, so... Be surprised to see one of those pretty soon. This is not a dominated boy. I charge that. There's no on hit, so I'll just leave it as is. It's fine. Okay, they want to keep their soul. Makes sense. I think what I want to do here is row cranial. It's what red do I want to keep? I think Command and Conquer is likely just better in most scenarios, so I'm going to throw Spinal. Like, Spinal is good, but they have some huge push turn for whatever reason. this is way easier to play. And we're also going to be able to 2-card pummel. We're likely to draw another one. And not this hand. It's probably the top of the deck. Okay, beacon, adding 1. So we knew that was going to come eventually, right? Okay, so they're giving go again. All of this makes sense. We'll bottom that. Because we gotta have our pummel. Gotta have the pummel wherever he's at. I'm okay with keeping, I think, these. I probably should have kept the Showtime on top, actually. Just because it's a better block in most scenarios. But this is kind of free, right? Like, we're just gonna throw this. Don't have a way to dominate, disable, or anything, so... Okay, they're playing around the pummel. They know statistically that it should be pummel too. And there it is. Okay, we're almost at pitch stack. Yeah, so we're going to keep this card. I'm just going to play the other one. Force them to have it, right? Bravo, boys. Yeah, I'm thinking about playing Bravo for sure. I'm going to do a lot of testing with him, see how he treats me. I don't think I need to use that. Like, we can just throw Starstruck anyway, and they're probably just dead. I don't know. Why would they block like that? Right? Alright, well, we got a GG. Got a GG. Alright, let's take a break. Let's go to Flesh and Blood. TabTCG.com, and let's look at the newest. Where would that be at? Product releases? Probably not. It's probably just articles, right? All right, new article. Hey, look at this. How cool is this, right? Let me move over to a different screen. All right, look at this. This is super cool. I need to change my. Yeah, I got to change all that stuff on the top. Hang tight. We're gonna change. Hold him there. He doesn't exist anymore. Unfortunate. Deck name. Warbo. Sorry, guys. Not streaming for a while has gummed up my stuff. Well, we've been doing some good stuff. Good battle-hardened top 8s and whatnot. Sorry, I wasn't with Bravo. I'm sorry. Okay, and then let's fix this real quick. Sorry. 0. Right here. 0. Okay, so that should be fixed. Yeah, that's fixed. Okay, we're gonna add a win. Come on, come on. One of these days, this little stream deck thing will work the first time I try it. Okay, so bright lights. We're going back to metrics. How sweet is this, right? Now, not a lot of people know this, but the first deck I ever played was Dash. Wow. How'd you go to Bravo from Dash? That's weird. Yeah, I know. But it was a good deck to learn. It's a good amount of blocking with that, right? Like, you get to learn your fundamentals. And my buddy Jacob, he got me into it. Let me borrow his Dash deck, and I just really enjoyed it, right? So, cool deck, but I gravitated towards Guardian because Oldhim was coming out, and people were like, oh, you know, Frostbites are so good against Chain. I was like, well, I should probably play a deck that's good. So, started picking up Oldhim stuff. Picked up the Guardian things and realized, oh, Oldhim has like a million different legendaries. Like, way more than Bravo. So I stuck with Bravo for a little bit while I was still learning the game, trying to get good. And I just never stopped, pretty much, until Starvo came out, and then it was, whew, that was something. Really love the tease from the Pro Tour that we didn't even know was a tease about worlds being in the European city with bright lights. Yeah. Man. That's awesome. I didn't even think about that. You're talking about the bright lights. That is wild. Everybody's like, oh, it's Paris. It's known City of Lights, right? I'm like, no, it's literally bright lights. That's super cool. But big thing that I always look at, of course, is the cards and what their values are and whatnot. And this, I thought this was a fake card. I'm going to be real with you. The way this is set up. But it's a temper block 3. Like, that seems so good. But it costs 4, and you have to have it with... You have to play, like, some of these crappier cards. Which, there's the balance of it, right? But you get to equip this card. It's a block 3 anyway. Blue block 3. This card's good. Let's be real. Transform into this. You get to equip this. This transforms from or into Evo with a different name. Your hero gets +1 intellect until end of turn. That is crazy. I don't really know what's going on here. I guess they blurred out something. They don't want us to know it yet. Maybe if I read it, would tell me that. But yeah, I mean, Tempered Block 3, this is 6 life just by itself, right? That's pretty good. And then this Terminator tank, I looked at that and I was like, oh, that reminds me of the game Hawken. I really like that game. That game was super fun. Free to play, like, mech battler game. If you have 1 or more Evos quick, this gets, when it hits, they discard a card. So it's just, on hit disruption and mech. Who knew? That's crazy. Then 2 or more costs 3 less to play. It's a 6 for 6. But if you have all of these Evo cards, it's a 9 with, like, I can't remember what Overpower does. I'm sorry. But I think it's like you can't block with multiple attack actions. So against some decks, it could be like basic dominate. And it's like a 3 for 9, almost like an endless model rate. But they also have to discard a card, and it's a block 3. Like, I don't know. That seems sweet. Ring circle on the tank and the pitch value is weird. This, yes, that is weird. I just noticed that too. Like, what the heck? What is going on with that? It's weird. And like it's over here too, right? Have you noticed that, right? It's like juiced up. That's cool. But this guy reminds me of, like, gives me some Iron Man vibes, right? Look at him. He's got like his mechanical stuff going on. And he's the Evo guy. So Teklo Vossen, esteemed magnate. You may play Evos from your banished zone. Once per turn instant, pay 3. You may play your next Evo this turn as though it were an instant when you do draw a card. Like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Because you get, like, this is most likely going to be like a somewhat aggressive boost list. I don't know. It could be like a mid-rangey boost list. That'd be really cool. So where you're like banishing these Evo cards and then you just use his hero ability when you need to like do a pivot block, and you're almost like building these permanents, right? So I'll get out of this. Let me out. Okay. All right, back to full screen. But I'm excited. This guy is super cool to me. It gets my gears turning. Young version, of course. And then we have these proto base heads. So if you didn't read here, so this guy, if you have a base head equipped, transform it into this, right? So that's the difference. You can't just run like Crown of Providence with this deck if you want to be playing these cards. So all of these protos are a part of that. And I was thinking about this too, like if Mechanologist becomes extremely popular, like cards like T-Bone are going to be insanely good because there's some other ones. We've got some new dash art, right? Pretty sweet. Got like this cool Dragon Ball Z visor. She's going to figure out her power level. But let's see. These, right? These Tekla base legs. So it's basically just like Iron Rot. But they have the word base in them. So I imagine that you can Evo transform on top of these. But if for whatever reason you're forced to block with these, like outside of your control with a T-bone, then oh my god, right? So I think there is some merit, there might be some merit to playing some of the ones that, well, you can't even block with these. Don't listen to me, never mind. Like, I don't know when you would ever use this unless these are forced with this dude to be able to play these. But they both say base. I'm going to assume that you can put those on top of those. Am I wrong? Gears turning, I see what you did there. Ha ha ha. I know, I'm so funny. Green might be more than just the frame. Yeah, it's definitely an added element, right? Like, there's got to be some merit to it. Like, in these frames, they're all kind of different. Maybe it's just like different style. Yeah, this is like a yellow fuse thing, right? A blue. Yeah, that's weird. Mechanologist action equipment, Evo base head. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is exciting. This is exciting. I'm pretty excited to start brewing this kind of stuff. I almost bought some of the mechanologist cards, like Pulse Wave Harpoon and Magnetic Shockwave, the extras, or not extras, but the ones that I needed to complete play sets. And all of them were getting bought up, right? Like all of them. Boost items and Evos. 3 archetypes in the set, it says. Yeah. I really need to go through and read this, but don't want to take too much time on that. I know people want to see some more Borvo, right? So let's start with another game. Copy paste. And here we go. All right, let me go back to the main while we're waiting around. I'm curious if that's, I mean, it's got to be a new dash, right? Like a new variant of dash that gets to use Evos and stuff. I guess you can always use Evo in it, but okay. In this matchup, it's kind of hard to tell what I want to do. I have traditionally liked going second into 5, but a lot of people tell me to go first. If you're, you can just get the free dominate, right? Like off of these cards, and you can really like eat some armor immediately. I think it's fair. What do we think? I'll let chat choose. What do you want? You want first or second? Better hurry. He's gonna leave. Go second. Okay. Sounds good. Let me say hello before he leaves, so he knows I'm here. We don't want sigils. We don't want Oasis, and we don't want Zealous, and we don't want that. So I think that's fair. You just keep all these cards that are efficient blocks and just try to do efficient trades, right? So this is another one where we're playing the Buckler. Nothing else really changes, so let's try it. I have traditionally, just myself, have had a hard time against Fi. So we'll see how this goes. Spy I tend to prefer first. It's Bravo. So afraid of the turn 0 dominate. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, this hand, if I went first, it'd be so great. It'd be so good, right? Like, you give me Mask, you give me a Tiger if you want to, like, do anything. Obviously, we're not blocking for 0. Alright, Inflame lets you bring it back. That's cute. That's pretty cute. So, I mean, there's no reason I should take some damage here. I'll give him that. That one, I think I'll let happen. Little Kadachi boy. Snatch. Snatch, I think I want to keep the Starstruck because I can just get a free Dominate, maybe. And that's why we want to keep that breakpoint, right? So, plenty of blues. Gotta love it. Free Dominate. He's in Blaze, so it should be easier, but is currently running Borvo Gaming. we Borbo gaming. I love this card. This is... They have a D-React here. It doesn't do anything, right? But if they don't have a D-React here, maybe we get a little bit of armor. We strip some armor. That would be good. Oh. Who's going to Atlanta? Who am I going to see in Atlanta? Rob, you gonna go to Atlanta? Gonna make the flight? Yeah, they are on Tunic. I noticed that too. So I was kind of curious there. Tunic is better into fatigue, actually. So like back when Oldham was running fatigue, right? Tunic was really good because you can go like here's a 1-card Art of War. Blow you out. So they're giving me so many cards for this. This is insane. All right, let's stagger it just a little bit. Card sucks. Or not card, hand sucks. We'll give you that. That's fine. Rising. I'm gonna give him a paper scene here. So we got on top, on bottom that. It's not super great. Last card, I expect to be like a 0 for 4. And Flame's fine. I'm not going to block this. And come in for 1 again. Yep. All these are fine. What's the last card? Snatch? Not a snatch. Okay. Bing, bang, pow. So you got me for 3. I'm swinging 4. Let's see if they take 4 and I win the turn cycle. Mom gone, Starstruck Pog. You right. This is Starstruck so good. We love it. This is me right now. That's me. Alright, so yeah, we kind of expected him to take that. It's not like relevant disruption. They want their 5-card hams. They're exponential deck, right? So here is a turn where theoretically, so they're going Rise of the Ashes. They're playing Uprising. That is not super common. This Spreading Flames is a biggin. A biggin. I don't have to worry about the on hits here. Unless it's actually like stapled to the card. I'm thinking we save this for later. I'm okay using the sync below. They do play things like CNCs, so maybe dependent on how our hand goes, I can go 2-card. Here's or a 3-card. Here's a Starstruck. But if I get a blue, then I can just dominate the Starstruck. It's probably not good to do on this turn specifically anyway, though, just because they do have the Uprising and the Spreading Flames. Like, it's pretty gross. Like, taking a whole bunch of damage for this, I'm not big on it. I'm not big on it. I'm gonna let this one hit, because I'm pretty happy just sending Starstruck raw. Curious what the last card's going to be. So this definitely affects that too. I'm going to save some of my block for the last card. This is a big turn. I haven't blocked so far. I'm going to go ahead and take this one too. This is not making me feel good. Alright, so there's the Snatch. That's what I was worried about. We'll just give him some armor. Not having Mom here is so strong. Be aggressive. That's what they tell me. No arsenal. Like, this is literally Time Walk. So, it's pretty good. Our deck is full of trash. We got like all these D-reacts and whatnot. Like, I don't like taking a whole lot of damage this early to do that. Maybe that's wrong based on the structure of the deck because it is more of a defensive deck, but we'll see. I can still run hot, right? CNC pummel. That easy. And a blue. That's all we need. Okay, so the blocking with Ronin, taking 8, doing nothing. We love to see it. That is fantastic. Very happy about that. They are probably throwing nothing because they don't have anything. We're going to dominate again. And throwing a Spinal. Now this Rouse the Ancients is pretty poorly staggered because we got Choke. Showtime, Choke. So we want to put this on the bottom. On the very bottom. So it'll be Unmovable, Buckling Blow, and then Rouse. Okay, big boy dominate. You got the Sink Below. Nice. You're in the game. They did it. All right, we'll see how this turn goes. Okay, we want you. I'm pretty happy like keeping most of this. Just playing the Starstruck is going to eat their entire hand. Ride the Tailwind. That is also fine, right? Don't care about that. This comes in for 1. I mean, 10 damage turn is still good. Still obviously very good. But I think playing Starstruck and then arseling a pummel is where we want to be, right? I mean, it eats their whole hand. Gives us a little bit of breathing room. We could actually play this pummel. Opponent, where are you? I like this deck. This deck is freaking awesome. They said no blocks, bro. No blocks. Take it all. Jesus Christ. Well, this hand, it's not very good. I guess we could just like throw a pummel, I suppose. Oh man. Is there anything that we could possibly... I don't think there's anything we can, like, imposing board that would be bad. See, okay, so here's the argument. I was thinking about playing Fighting Spirit over the Imposing Visage. And it would be so good here. It would be so good. Right? Because you can just, pummel my Fighting Spirit. Got you for 9. Discard a card. Be pretty stupid. But this just kind of happens, right? You play a bunch of non-attacks. Let's... guess we go pummel. Oh, we gotta play one of these pummels. That's all there is to it. We'll pitch that. It's technically the better card. I don't know why they would no block. Yeah, it makes no sense to me. Maybe their hand is just freaking amazing. I should have pitched this one, not that one. By technicality, because this is a card that we want to block with. They can't die here, so we're not going to throw the second one. This hand is hot garbage. It's a good thing it blocks. I'm pretty happy throwing the Debilitate, though. Just give them 2 cards. This is... this could be, like, a Razor Reflex turn. Okay, it's not. Okay. Breaking the chain. Okay, so if we get a red here, I mean, this is is not a very good play. I have one. I think I need to keep this. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one. 6 is not super crazy. Still can't die to Razor here. So I'm not gonna block. Do have Tunic. They could have double raised there and got me good, right? I'll start throwing some stuff in front. Why not? Here you go, friend. All yours. Okay. Let me move over to the Talishar screen. I meant to do that earlier. Jeez. I gotta get used to that. I gotta have like some button that just automatically does it. Ooh. My wife subbed to me, believe it or not. It's crazy. Man, the money we're sending to Bezos is coming back. Give another card. They probably have a sink below here, which is fine, but I mean, their hand. It's the worst they can do, right? Yep. 0 for 4. That's fine. I got Crown and something else. I'm gonna have Tunic counter ready to go. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, this hand's great. Oh my god. Oh no. Not like this. Okay, so I mean, obviously we just did this here. Take a couple of cards. There's no reason to get rid of any of these cards because it's going to be 7 into 4. It's 11. They play a bunch of 2 blocks. They're probably, well, I don't know. Let me think about this. They're at 5. 5. It's kind of tough. Well, Anathos would be so good here, right? Fish for a red something. Dominate. Yeah, I mean, if we got like a... Yeah, that's a fine play. Because any of the red cards, like if it's a D-react, that would suck, but we can still do that. Yeah. Let's do it. I don't want you. Okay, sure. Whatever. So they can go Tunic, 3 block, they wouldn't die. Let's play this. 1, 2. This could just lose me the game, though. I'm kind of like nervous at this stage. They have to give at least 1 3 block, they can go to 1, and the next attack they can give Tunic. They have a 2-card hand, which means I have to do 2 cards, but I can play my Cranial back. It's not bad. Okay. So they're giving us those. And they gotta give me 2 more cards. Or a sink below. Yeah, so 2 cards. This could be a 0 for 4, but that's still okay. Hey, it's even better now. Jeez. Yep, so this is 0 for 4. I'm going to play the Cranial, I think. Actually, no. It's best to go... get rid of this Crippling to get another blue. Yep. Alright, now we can just do the thing. Actually, we'll dominate here. It's just better. And kill him. That's it. Easy peasy. Alright, give him a good game. Let's keep going. Have a great time. Oops, this is the wrong one. Don't look at that. That was Alexi. Shh, don't worry about it. I need to just add this to my favorite so I can automatically go in. Dodge. No, it's the same guy. It's fine. Hello. Hello, friend. Alright, so... Standard stuff. Standard stuff. Don't want this. No, I'm good. Do I want to undo? No, sir. This is one of those where it's like, I can see running the sigils in this case too. And the heart. I think heart's actually pretty decent against Katsu, so. I don't know what they're doing. Gil said that's his gameplay, or game plan. Just running a couple extra cards. They're also running extra cards here too. Interesting. And go get a showtime. Go get what card do we want? Let's pay 3. 1, 2. Showtime. What card did we want? Good Arsenal. Crippling. I think I honestly just want a blue and I want to play a little bit more defensively. So, what is the worst blue? It's buckling blow. Attack. This makes them think that I Arsenal a red card too, maybe. Ninja Turtle. Okay. So, we'll just keep it like that. Warmonger sucks. E like water. E like block. That's fine. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow. Okay, so they're naming Surging Strike. Dishonor was discarded. They're getting a Whelming. This is the one that gives extra. I'm actually going, like, the extra draw. I'm going to just pass. That's not what I meant to do, but that's fine. I actually meant to click the unmovable, but this Katsu seems like salty Katsu boy. Whatever, you can have the extra card. It's fine. We get the breaking seals at least. I definitely was going to unmovable this because I knew that they were just going to do breaking seals, get an extra draw here. Try to turn off Bravo. They probably have the whole combo line, right? For them to be able to go like bonds. Yeah, so there's bonds. Give you this card because we can. And honestly, I kind of want to like give them this, because I think they have some kind of react, and I want to blow them out. All right, they don't have a react. That is a fantastic draw. Oh my god. Just not taking it. Okay. some 3s. Kadachi, we are not gonna bother with. You can have all that stuff. That's annoying. I'll give you that. Very annoying. Here's some legs. Okay. They want to discard cards, that's fine. They do not want to discard cards. They can't do anything like crazy to this, right? So we'll just give them the regular degular. Alright. We'll give them this. This threatens pummel off of the tunic. So they're probably going to be a little nervous about that. Or at least we hope. Okay, concealed blade. That's fine. I'm not going to block that. I'm not going to block that one either. This doesn't have go again, so them drawing a card isn't like super efficient. I think I'm probably okay with that. This is a tough one. Because I can just dominate the spinal, right? Just throw a Starstruck. Nah, you can have it. I'll let you have it. Free card. They're popping their Breeze Riders. Okay. Huh. This is pretty good too. So like if I get to the point where I want to block Starstruck Warmongers, I'll have a Surge and I can go Tunic, Surge, Spinal. I'm liking Tunic, guys. I'm liking the Tunic. Okay, so your play was literally just what are you doing? You popped your boots? Oh, it's McGinchy. Let's see. Against +1 go again. If it hits, search your deck for any number of cards. Name Lord of the Wind, reveal them, blah blah blah. Okay, well now, unfortunately, I think I have to give a couple of cards here. Let's go again. Goes get Lord of the Wind. Goes a little bit crazy. But I need these cards for second cycle, do I not? Right? Maybe I can get rid of that card. Still play the Spinal. I'll give you those. We'll get rid of the unmovable. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. I could pitch Starstruck to do that for the unmovable. I think I'm okay with just doing this, though. Play this, Arsenal the Spinal. It's fine. I was hoping to get a blue so I could dominate this. That was the hope, but did not happen, obviously. Well, at least now we can do a pummel play with this Spinal. That gotta tell me to move over to the other screen. Gotta tell me. We're at 2 wins. Oops. We're not at 4. Come on. Alright. What you doing, opponent? Already used like all of my armor. They've used a good amount of theirs too, though, so. Still got 3 block for breakpoints and whatnot. Okay. back to 38. Hand's pretty good. Zero for 4, here it comes. Or 1 for 5, something along those lines. God, quit playing these annoying cards. I'm gonna block here and here. Just get that out of my life, get a surge, and I can play the spinal. We know they have double strike now too, so it's like whatever. Blocked with another one. Oh no. Are you fatiguing? The red line drama is on board with these days. We're going face. Heard Fino and Mara debating about that on Fino's stream recently. Curious on your thoughts. I am generally not fatiguing the Dromais. Now, if they're being very, very aggressive, they're going like, here's a whole bunch of 0 for 4s, right? Like, I'm gonna block those, and I'll just have to take a turn off, and I will prioritize swinging hammer, killing the dragon if all I can do is swing 4, right? But if I have the ability to just say, here's pop, right? Pop your dragon that isn't like super relevant and they don't have any other board state, then I'll throw something like a Zealous Belting and Anathos. Like I play Anathos in that matchup for sure. So okay. I think it was on my side. Sorry, dude. I don't know why this is taking. Just pass the priority. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we have here, this is the chain link that we're at. Taljar is being extremely slow right now. I think I actually want... Yeah, we'll dominate this. Because it is just going to turn off their turn, right? I had like a half-second thought to just play like the debilitate and wait until I have like a pummel for that, but... We have plenty of pummels. Plenty of pummels to go around. Refresh the screen one more time. Okay. So they're giving me that. They are crushed. If Talishar keeps doing this, I'm probably gonna have to get off. This is ridiculous. I hate to be that way, but like, holy crap. Okay, so that's all you got, sure. I guess this is the first time they've ever been spinal crushed. Alright, never mind. Okay, so we blocked with 2 showtimes. We can go get another like relevant attack. We have 3. Maybe we want crippling here. I'm okay with that. Get the last one. We'll get a crippling crush, and we're gonna smack you in the face because we can. Sink low. Love a good D-react. I love this mid-rangey style of Bravo. It's a lot of fun to play. Surging Straiku. I think we just give 2 cards. So that's fine. They probably have the other thing in their hand. Whelming Gust Wave. Or Descendant. So Descendant would work too. I lost my wins. Oh no! How did that happen? How weird. Why is it doing that? Okay. There we go. Alright, maybe we just give them this. How many of those Ancestrals have we seen? Concealed Blade too. It's annoying. I mean, they probably just have it all, right?
Open your eyes.
And the hope is to draw another blue, I suppose. I think they have something. Just feel it. Alright, they don't have it. Bonds. Just bonds anyway. That'd be cool. Be like water. I'm gonna have to take that one. It's if they do this, then they'll probably ditch it for whelming. Okay. Cyclone, Spinning Wheel Kit was less. Just ran a card. It's Chain Link. So this doesn't do anything here, right? Like we don't have a Spinning Wheel Kick. He didn't turn it into a Spinning Wheel Kick. Yeah. It's just damage. I'll take the fight. Okay. Bing bang pow. No. Nice efficient block for them. Give me the whole hand, I'll take it. Alright, well, let's dominate a cripple. Love to dominate crippling. This hand's gas too. Gas and a half. Damage is good. When Borvo says, you absolutely will be crippled. I'm gonna arsenal this. Theoretically, this is a better arsenal. Like, if it was a little bit later, but just because you have the tunic here. Yeah, sure. Take it. Easy. Bonds! That's so good. I'm proud of him. I'm gonna take this too. I just have to dominate. Yep. I get the value off the heart too. Ooh, you will be crippled. Double react. Or they keep all the cards in their hand. That'd be crazy. Okay, so react here. They drew a react off of that? No way. No way. Okay, okay. Makes sense. Alright, so we want this. Oh my lord. What is this? I mean, honestly, like, what do I even do here? I can give one pummel. They no blocks. think I'm gonna use Tunic probably to play this and do this, so I'll give one pummel just to conserve a little bit of life total. Yeah. Alright, Tunic. Play this. Lethal. That's right. New playlist to this. Okay, so they love their hand. They can't draw cards. Let's take that. Alright, discarding Fluster Fist. Alright, Gust Wave for 5. The last card is Bonds, that's super annoying. I have to give you a card, huh? Don't do it to me. Don't you do it! Alright, underwinds, that's fine. I'm gonna give you both of these. So we're in a situation, actually, there's no real point to... Oh yeah, that was super dead. It's rough, man. It's rough. If I blocked with the other card, there's no way I would know that, right? Alright, last card just has to be a 0, and we're done. Alright, well. I'm not going to say good game, because they were rude in the beginning, but, you know, just take a loss. That was that was a Bravo hand, for anybody who doesn't know. Alright, let's try one more. Not that hero. Not you. It literally had to be that. Like, golly, man. I think this one you are supposed to go first. So we play this. 1, 2, 3. And here, we don't want the reacts very much. It's other stuff. I think Starstruck is like super mid in this matchup. Want all the blues, sigils, and all this kind of stuff. Actually, Command & Conquer's not great, but 2-card Command & Conquer plays win games, so we're gonna keep that. All right. Well, guess I'm glad I'm going first. This card is not great. Not great in this opening hand. I did kind of like give them my load here. Just show them kind of what I'm dealing with. This hand is, again, not great. So I don't think we can actively do anything with this. Like, I think we just have to throw this and throw a pummel staple to it. Just hope. Okay. Giving us a Frosty. So they didn't block. Alright, 3 damage. Maybe a D-react from their side. Nope, they're just at 28. Okay. I really like Tunic in this matchup for the Coronet Peak as well. So, need that counter up for Coronet. See, you already know. You already know. I think Pablo not being on Tunic hurt him. It is possible. It is possible. He actually needed that armor, though. At least against that Iyslander, I think. Alright, this hand's freaking awesome. I cannot complain about this one. Pummel that. Pummeling. Now I get to arsenal that too. Sure. Pay 3. Easy peasy. Oh wait, I gotta chill it. Yeah, I'll pay 2. Gonna pay 3 for that, so we don't have to discard yet again. Alright, Tunic looking good right here. That's for sure. Okay, so they don't care, huh? Keep the pummel. Man, I like that hand. That's good. This one's tough. I think I'm taking it. This is greedy. This is probably wrong, but alright, so they're giving me a channel. Hold on. That's kind of annoying. Not kind of, it's extremely annoying actually. Now, what are they gonna do? They have a channel in their arsenal. Everybody saw that, right? This hand does not rouse the ancients, unfortunately. It does play Crippling Crush with a Dominate. We'll do it. Alright, now they're just playing the channel. bad. I think we still just play the crippling, since we're so far ahead anyway. No pummel play here, but it's gonna get most of their hand, right? Yeah. The whole thing, actually. Interesting. Alright, these are the turns we live for right here. Okay. Alright, yep. No, that's just game. Do we want a rematch? I guess. We can do a quick rematch for him. Alright, we got one against Iyslander. Iyslander's a good thing to test against anyway, so. What's up? Yeah, that was a very quick game. There's... Man. This hand's tough. I almost don't want to do anything here. I think I'm just going to pass priority. Want to arsenal this, keep the blue. Let's do that. This will be a lot different game, I'm sure. We're gonna give him free setup stuff. That's fine. We are gonna swing some hammer though. It is early enough in the game that it does matter. We're gonna get 3 free damage here. It means their turn isn't probably going to be anything great. Okay, CNC, we gotta load that. I'm gonna give you 2 blocks here. We got the CNC pummel too, depending on what they arsenal, right? So, very good, very good. God, I miss this. I miss this. This is so fun. Oldham, come back. I think I'm just gonna throw the crippling here instead of being like a little life preserve. I think that's just fine. The other nice thing too about running the tunic is you don't give them opportunities to respond, right? So being able to counterplay the coronet is just, man, it's so good. No. And keep a 2 card. This is probably going to be a setup turn for them. I'm going to keep the blues, actually, since there's nothing else really going on. Coronet peak. I'm going to pay 1 because it's close to the CNC. I don't want that pummel just yet. And then here, I'm going to swing. Okay, so there's their Frost Hex. This isn't going to do much, but I get to arsenal the Zealous, right? So. So at least I know on about turn 19 or so, I will have a good pummel play. Oh, this hand is fantastic. Oh my god. Don't do anything to me. Don't coordinate peek me. Ah, you son of a gun. Okay, fine. So I'm going to arsenal this instead. We're going to pay 1. We're going to get rid of... I guess this. Actually, I probably should have just discarded that. But whatever. Either hell. So here, I can use Tunic. Oh, well, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna pay anyway. So we'll give you 1, right? Yeah, we'll give you 1. Just taking it all, huh? Attack your face. Yeah, that's great. Love to see it. Alright, so we gotta pay 2 and 2. I'm gonna pay 2 again. I think that's probably right. We're gonna pay 2, and then we're gonna pay 2. Next turn, we're just gonna Anathos off of this. 1, 2. Coming in for 6. Frosting. Have the extra floating. The Tunic also, if the game goes long enough, gets more value out of it being a 3-block anyway, even if it is Iyslander. I think this might just be the call for me. I'm gonna take 1. Okay, hand's great. We just need to not get rolled by something like that. So we need to double pay. They're getting a lot of disruption off of this, which is very, very annoying. Then I think I'm gonna get 2 again, kind of make the same play pattern here. Pay 2 to discard. And then I'm gonna activate Bravo here. Let them have an opportunity to respond. That is extremely annoying. They have the channel here. It means I can't even activate here. So I'll just pay for the Frostbite. They do get a lot of tempo here. Double Sigil. What a turn to have double Sigil, right? Use Strike likely for 7. Maybe go again if they want a Cornet's Peak. Try to get some cards out of me. His buff power, so that channel is going bye-bye. I'm going to give him 1 card. I do still want to attack with Anathos here. And then based on how they react, because I'm keeping a full hand, they're probably more inclined to block this, because it'd just be like pummel or something along those lines. I'm going to allow this to happen. I'm not going to pay for this. I want them to think that I have something here. Just go ahead and go back up to 30. Alright, maybe we can play this Rouse next turn. Scar, it's not bad. We could theoretically play the Rouse. I think it's a little bit safer to go Zealous Belting. Give this card here. Could do both. Maybe we do Rouse and then we can Arsenal the Zealous Belting, depending on how they play. It's another big attack. I'm like just fine with it. We give them information about them being able to disrupt us if we make this play. Then do it. 1, 2. This is more damage now instead of later. Hey, that's not bad. I'm not going to pay for any of that. I'm pretty okay with just swinging this. Going 6 afterwards. They are getting kind of low. I have to start respecting just a little bit, right? So they go to 7. Okay, they don't go to 7. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Saves me a lot by doing it that way, too. Okay, so they're giving me a hex here. Interesting. Freebie. Free macho. Giving me an Ice Eternal and their equipment, going ahead and making it happen, huh? Yeah, it's not super critical that they give me equipment here. The Coronet, at least. I will pay 2. Whatever. Alright, taking 3, and then we're going to end up taking 1. Down to 21, but they're at 3, so they are struggling. Oasis isn't bad. I'm gonna arsenal this bad boy. Let's go again, huh? Okay, well, since it's go again, we're gonna efficiently block. Okay. I'm gonna activate this, see if they get a response. If it's another channel, that's extremely unfortunate. Oh, this is nuts. Depending on what they play, if they go like Red Ice Vein, oh, they're gone. See ya. Oh wait, hold on. No, it does get us because of the chill. Dang. Okay, pay 2. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I don't think we have the ability to do that. Okay, so we pay 2. Oasis is not that good here, unfortunately. Yeah. Dang. If I did the math just a little bit better, I would have been able to play the Oasis and then stop most of it. Where'd it go? No! I like this. Okay, Fighting Spirit is fine. I'm just throwing more damage here. Does give me an extra 1. Are they willing to take 2 here? Maybe. Another Oasis. This one's a lot closer than the other one. Okay, playing the Insidious, or not. So I'll be able to pay for that. It's fine. Get 2 cards. Sting. This hand is not great. I can Oasis whatever they decide to do, I suppose. Tunic. They don't have Storm Strider, so we don't have to worry about that as much. this. I have one floating here. I can do this. This is important. We're going to take the 2. Depending on how they block, it's going to dictate. Okay. Yeah, you're still dead. Okay. I do go to 1. Very smart block. And the waning moon gets us for 3. Yep, good dome. Very solid. Alright, this hand's exactly what we needed. I think this will push us over the game. Because we'll be able to Oasis literally anything that they decide to do. Golly, I'm about to bust. Gotta go to the bathroom. Please hurry, opponent. They might just try to kill us here. Which if they do, then hell yeah. Okay. Oh, that's the game. Oops. Alright. That's going to be it for me. I hope everybody who stayed enjoyed, and I will see you guys very soon. I'm going to post this list in the video description, so be on the lookout for that. So, appreciate everybody. We'll talk to you later.